Hello, it is I, your boy Gomi, and we are back with a momentous occasion. I've talked about it, I've tried to hype it up, it's finally here. It is UFC Vegas 100. Is the 100th Apex card. I believe they're all the ones in Vegas are just listed as Apex, T-Mobile Arena or pay-per-views. But yes, Pac-Man, Apex 100. Aren't you happy? Aren't you excited? I don't know about that. This is a quintessential Apex card. It screams Apex. It screams from the top of your lungs, I am an Apex card. And they're taking a very exciting prospect in Carlos Prates, and they're sneaking in a Neo Magny main event. This card is, hopefully it's good. I hope it's good. There are some fights on here that I'm like, yeah, this should be good, but then I sit there and go, something's wrong with UFC. We had one knockout last week. One. I'm going through these picks and I'm like, all right, that should be a submission, that should be a TK, and I sit there and go, should it really though? Regardless, we might as well get into it because, like I said, this is indeed This is indeed UFC Apex 100. So, first fight on the card is going to be proving my point. Tresean Gore versus Antonio Tricoli. Tricoli has never been the same since he's been off the sauce, and Tresean Gore is so inactive due to injury, but this guy can be decent. He can be decent, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't like trying to pick him because of inactivity, and I don't like that he's lost to guys like Brundage. He lost the battle, which is not bad, but he's lost to those guys. But he then fought Josh Fremd, and if you beat Josh Fremd, you're fine. You should be okay. I don't like the fact he lost to Cody Brundage, to be perfectly honest with you as well too, but I might be taking Brundage off that list of, oh, if you lose to him, I'm never picking you. Not like Brundage is actually, I'm thinking he's really good or anything like that, but just because I don't think he's on the same level as, say, Josh Fremd was. Also, by the way, Tresean Gore murdered Josh Fremd, almost ripped his goddamn head off. But again, that was 2 years ago, so I don't know about that. Tricoli, on the other hand, he hits pretty hard. He's got good power, but again, he's not been the same since he's been off the sauce. He lost to Sharp Bullet, but he did put up a good fight against Sharp Bullet, so I don't know. I'm not picking any one of these guys, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to go with Tresean Gore by decision, but in terms of what I'm betting, screw you, screw that, screw everything. Updated odds. Oh, these are updated odds. Okay, nice. As I say, these odds usually aren't accurate, but they are accurate. Minus 198 favorite for Gore, plus 164 underdog for Tricoli. It's truly a coin flip. Gaston Bolaños versus Cortelius Romeos. I'm not going to go into full detail on this fight because I'm not a huge fan of this fight. I'm going to be taking Bolaños' decision, and I'm not going to elaborate very much on it. He is a prolific finisher. Both guys are really good finishers, but again, I just didn't like what I saw last from Gaston, and then a debutant in Cortavius, who has not really fought in a good promotion, to be perfectly honest with you. Marcus McGee, though, is really solid, the last to beat Gaston. I don't know. I'm going to be taking decision for Gaston, but Melissa Dixon, I know you as Dixon, you always beat Dixon, I'm sorry, versus Claudia Silgulia. This is another fight that I was really sitting there and I'm like, yep, this should definitely be a submission win for Dixon. Oh, by the way, the odds of the last fight, I forgot. Gaston is a plus 170 underdog. Interesting. And then a minus 205 favorite for Cortavius. Back to this fight. Melissa Dixon, she should probably be a pretty big favorite on the card, I'm going to assume. Claudia Segulia is not good. She's not been fighting good people. She's been winning, but the people she's been fighting have been pretty bad. While Melissa Dixon, I just think she's okay. Simple as that. Think she's okay. I don't like how she lost to Nora Cornell. I don't like that. But otherwise, I think she's a decent fighter overall. I really want to lean towards a submission for her. Because the thing is, from what we've seen from Claudius, I think her ground game is pretty boop boop. I don't think it's very good. I'm going to be taking... Should I do it? Nah, I'm going to go back on it. I'm just going to take Dixon's decision. Let's go with that. Odds-wise, Dixon is... Where the hell? Oh, I'm looking for her old name. Yep, she's going to be a minus 238 favorite. I thought it'd be higher. And then a plus 195 underdog for Claudia. So, yeah, that makes sense. Cody Stamann versus Damon Blackshear. 2 Apex Legends. I'd never played that game. I don't want to play that game. But yes, 2 Apex Kings. I don't like Cody Stamann. I have not been a fan of how he's fought, to be perfectly honest with you. But Damon Blackshear is kind of wishy-washy. Sometimes he'll look really solid. I'll be very impressed with him. And then he's getting absolutely starched by Montel Jackson. Sometimes he'll look really good. I'm very impressed by him. And then he gets UD'd by Mario Batista. But then again, Jose Aldo got UD'd by Mario, or no, split decision by Mario Batista. But I still like Damon Blackshear. I still want to have faith in him. I think he's a solid fighter overall. I think his jiu-jitsu is very good. I think his striking can be very good when he's on point. Cody Stamann, on the other hand, he's a cardio kickboxer who doesn't land. He's well-rounded, but that's about all I have to say about him, to be honest with you. I'm going to go with Damon Blackshear, but I'm going to be taking it by decision. Odds-wise, Blackshear is a pretty big favorite at minus 278. Cody Stamann plus 225. That makes sense. Now then, Matthew Semmelsberger versus Charles Radke. I'm gonna keep saying it, but this is an Apex fight to its core, man. They brought out all the names. They just need a few more. We should have had Sean Strickland headlining us, to be honest with you. Oh, people are not gonna be happy about that, but let's be honest, he's an Apex legend. Bring back Uriah Hall. Where's he at? Bring him back. Matthew Semmelsberger disappoints me in every fight. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pick him. He's just mid. He chokes too much. He brings the fight, but then he just chokes during the fight. Radke is highly aggressive. He can be very destructive. He fully leans into that heel, so I definitely think that also helps with his aggression. I think Radke is decent. I do think he's decent. But I don't like him still. I still don't know how I feel about him. I pick against him a lot and he wins. The only time I picked against him and he didn't win was the guy in the main event, Carlos Prates, who knocked him out in one round with a beautiful knee to the body. That is the kind of performance where I'm like, yes, I'm finally right. But I'm not going to ignore, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I called all his fights. No, I got 2 fights incorrect for him. 2 fights. I thought he would lose and he decimated one of them. And Semmelsberger, on the other hand, I'm like, wow, he's fighting pretty good. Wow, he's fighting pretty. And then the guy he's losing to is not very good. He lost to Jeremiah Wells. Get out of my face. I like Udos Medic, but he unfortunately is not. He's not that good. I want him to be better, but he's not. Matthew Semmelsberger thinks definitely going to lose this fight. I wrote down Radke TKO. I wrote it down because I definitely think that should be what happens. But again, I don't know. I don't know if it's the gloves. I don't know if it's something. But finishes are not happening in the UFC anymore. Maybe UFC Apex 100 is going to be changed. It's going to be like UFC 300. We're going to get some good finishes. To be fair, we had a lot of decisions on that card too. Regardless, give me Radke to get it done by. Screw it. I'll pick a TKO. I have to pick some TKOs. I picked too many TKOs. Now I'm looking at it. I picked too many. I at least changed Dixon to a decision, but screw it. I have a little bit of faith for UFC Apex 100. And now to the next fight, which definitely is going to be a TKO. Mansour Abdul Malik versus Dusko Torovic. Oh, did I look at the odds? I didn't look at the odds. God damn it. Radke should be a minus 162 favorite. Semmelberger, wow, plus 136. What the fuck? Okay, that's I liked Radke in that position a lot. Next, Mansour Abdul Malik versus Dusko Torovic. Hey, remember I was just talking about Udos Medic? You know why I really want Udos Medic to be better? Because he's a Serbian fighter. And look what we have here. A Serbian fighter. Coming off a long layoff due to a brutal injury. I believe it was a CLD fight? The Christian Leroy Duncan fight? I can't remember. But his last fight was a brutal knee injury. And he's been out since. Yes, it was CLD. Yeah, I don't like Dusko in this spot. Mansour is aggressive. He is a violent pit bull. He's talented, good grappler. The only real avenue I see for Dusko is his head movement's good. Mansour's is bad, but head movement isn't everything, because everything else I think Mansour is better, particularly the grappling. I feel he's just gonna take Dusko down and pound him out. And if the fight does go Dusko's way, he's going to knock him out, Malik, because Dusko has a ton of power. That's it. That's all he's got. He's got good shots. He can land some good hits. Got some good damage. That's it. I don't like this fight for Dusko. I want Dusko to win. Dusko by TKO is live, but let's be honest here. My fellow Serbians, we're not winning. We're not winning any of these fights. Give me Mansour to get it done by TKO. And it's funny, I wrote Dusko TKO, but then I put in parentheses Abdul TKO. Let's be real here. Odds. Oof. Minus 360 for Mansour. Plus 285 for Dusko. And why does his name keep getting longer? Is it me or is it getting longer? Zaleski dos Santos versus Nicholas Dalby. Another Apex fight. God damn, man. Where are you? Some of you people I feel haven't fought in a while too. But yes, this is going to be a rematch from many years ago. I believe it was Dalby's UFC debut. It might have been Dos Santos' UFC debut. But yes, a rematch from quite some time ago. This should be a solid fight. Both guys are not the highest level. Let's be real here. I'm not a huge fan of either guys. But the thing is, they do bring a fight when they fight each other. And they can bring a fight depending on it. Nicholas Dalby is a cardio kickboxer. Pretty solid skill. Pretty good all around. While Dos Santos, he hits really hard. Well, he used to hit really hard, but a lot of his power's dissipated, but he could put a pace on you. Look what he did to Benoit Saint Denis. Just absolutely battered that man. But again, I think the finishing ability of both of these guys has dwindled, and I think that their power's dwindled, and both guys are older. I definitely think this is probably going to be a decision. No, not probably. Absolutely going to be a decision. I really do feel though it's a coin flip though. I think it's a coin flip is who wins it. I think I'm leaning towards Dalby because I think he'll do the more volume. I think he'll land more and he'll throw more pressure on overall and he'll get the nod. But I really think this is a big old coin flip. Let's look at the odds. Dalby, yep, it's pretty much close to a pick'em. Minus 122 for Dalby, plus 102 for Zaleski dos Santos. Why is his name getting longer? I swear he adds a new name every time. But yep, give me Dalby decision. Dalby. Oh look, another fight I definitely feel is gonna... It should end in the distance, but I feel it won't. It's gonna be Luana Pinheiro versus Jillian Robertson. Not much to say about this. Luana she's got good effort. She's a solid women's MMA fighter. Not a ton of power. Most strawweights don't have a ton of power, but she is able to mix up her abilities, mix up her weapons, but she gasses out so horribly. She has an awful gas tank. Robertson is quintessential women's MMA fighter, very good grappler. She typically is a good finisher, but at higher level / new era MMA, her finishing has just been not as good. Like, It's not like she's on a decision streak, but I don't know. I still feel like she's better in terms of finishes on the regional scene. But she's always live for a submission, and I think that's going to be her method of victory. And that's why I wrote down submission, because Luana Pinheiro gasses horribly. What is Jillian Robertson going to do when she gets her up against the fence, wears on her, eventually Luana gasses? She'll take her down and submit her. I definitely think the Jillian Robertson submission or even a TKO is live. She gets some ground and pound, but she's definitely going to be fishing for that rear naked choke. She loves that. She also really likes that arm bar as well too. Yeah. Give me Robertson by submission. Odds wise, I picture she's gonna be a massive favorite. She's gotta be. Oh, they separate the card again on my list. Yeah, minus 360. Oh my god, she's not the biggest favorite on the card. Oh my god, there's bigger favorites. What the fudge? Okay, yep, I took a little peek. Oh my god, this main card is horrible in terms of like odds. What the fudge? But no, what the fuck? Why did I censor myself? Yeah, Jillian Robertson minus 360. Give me her by submission. GM3 versus Reiner de Ritter. I don't need to talk about this. I feel like, again, another Apex legend. How many times on this channel have I talked about GM3? How many times? Am I gonna keep giving you guys the same spiel about GM3? Because the sad thing is I have nothing new to add. His game has stagnated. But again, he's just that guy who it's like, wow, like he shouldn't win this, but he's gonna win it. I went against him against Shabazian. I really wish I didn't. I definitely was on him on Barbarina. I think I was on him against Petrosky, or I did the patent round 3 submission. Whatever the case is, GM3 will always be live for that submission. Always. He's always an underdog. Always. Just put money on him. Just a little bit, and you're going to be making money quite a bit with him. Because if you look at it, he's only lost to Jutko, Piper, and Petrosky, and he's been an underdog. I know every single fight since the Chimaev fight, which was back in 2020. I know damn well he's been an underdog in every single fight, and I've cashed on a lot of these. Reiner de Ritter, UFC debutant, they want him to get a win, and the thing about Reiner de Ritter is he is a grappler. He wants to get the fight on the ground, and Reiner de Ritter is awful striking from what I've seen. GM3 striking isn't great, but it's better than de Ritter's, and he's just gonna strike with him, maybe knock him out, but then eventually de Ritter's gonna try and get it to the ground. You get it to the ground. GM3 loves getting it to the ground. He loves getting taken down, because you know what he does? He's going to shoot up a triangle. He's going to shoot up some submission from the bottom, and he's going to submit you. I think GM3 is a very live dog. I did take a sneak peek earlier, and GM3 is indeed a plus 235 underdog, and de Ritter's minus 290. I'm taking GM3. I think GM3 will win. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm picking the dog here. I'm picking the dog, and I'm going to be taking GM3 to get it done by submission. Screw you. Screw everything else. Ricky took... My notes are out of order. No. Ricky Tukiro... I can never say his freaking last name. The boy got beat up by Rosa last time. Versus Bernardo... oh my god, I forgot. I can't say his name. The guy who got murdered by Vinicius Oliveira. Yeah, it's funny. I want to say both guys are normally really durable guys who are very hard to finish, which is why I think it'll go to decision. But then both guys are coming off brutal finishes. Well, Ricky's wasn't brutal, but he did get submitted by Rosas, which I even said audibly, I don't think it's gonna happen. And guess what happened? But yes, overall, I think Bernardo is going to be the better fighter. I know he got brutalized by Vinicius, but other than that, he was really good, looking really solid, good finisher, knockouts, submissions, all the like. I think he's a very solid fighter. I think he got, I don't want to say he got caught, but he just got hit hard. He just got hit hard, honestly. But I'm going to take him over Ricky Tucios. Ricky Tucios, he's very aggressive. He's like a pit bull. He's got really, really good volume, but he's got no power. He doesn't hit hard at all. Good chin, good sub defense. I don't think Bernardo's gonna sub him. I don't think Ricky's gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna go decision. I could see Ricky being him on the cards just because of the volume, but I think Bernardo will take it. I think he'll land the hardest shots. Why are the odds not out for this fight? Where are the odds? Oh, there they are. Oh wow. I thought I was gonna be in the, not in the lonesome, but I thought people would have a little bit more faith in Ricky, but nope. Plus 240. Bernardo is minus 298. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Decision for Bernardo. Okay. Carolina, Colin Serbian Polski, and I can't say your name. Colin Kacek versus Denise Gomes. I want to pick against Carolina. I did a parlay once where I picked against all the Polskis except for one, I think, and she was the one that ruined it. I want to pick her now because of that, but Denise Gomes, she's just better. She's got more power. She hits harder. But then again, Carolina is great at making the fight her fight and just picking her apart from distance. Quintessential women's MMA, to be honest with you. I think Denise Gomes should win. I want to pick her. I really do. I'm gonna do it. I wrote down actually Carolina decision, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'm gonna change it. Give me Denise Gomes. I picked enough underdogs here. Denise Gomes to get done by decision. I don't think she'll knock her out, to be honest with you, because Carolina is durable. She's tanky and she knows how to avoid getting hit. But I definitely believe that Denise Gomes is gonna land the harder shot. Oh my god, voice cracked. My voice crack should not be cracking at this age. I definitely think she'll land the harder shots, and I'm going to give it to Denise Gomes. Simple as that. That's it. That's all I have to say about this. I don't like that fight. And on to the co-main event of the evening. God, Cody Garbrandt. What the hell happened? Oh my god. Back in, was it high school? College? Early college for me. How many years has it been? How many years has it been for you, Cody Garbrandt? I'll never forget his win over Dominic Cruz. I know there's a lot of people going, oh, it actually wasn't that. It was closer than people thought. Revisionist history. I know. But he stunted on Cruz. I'll never forget how someone stunted on Cruz after Cruz destroying Team Alpha Male for years, and then Cody coming out of nowhere and just being the one to do it. Okay, the UFC's website just gave up on me, so I'm going to try and then pull it up, I guess. I don't know. But I need to figure out, when the hell did Cody no love? When did we get the patent no love? Don't get me wrong, he's had some good moments, like his fight against Sun Sao, and then also I believe it was a Slavakos, or no, it's Kelleher, it's Brian Kelleher. Like, he's had some good moments here and there, but he'll never ever accompany when he defeated Cruz. Oh god, yeah, that was freshman year of college for me. Jeez, no, that was soft. Yeah, that was sophomore year of college for me. I'll never forget that, man. That was peak Cody Garbrandt when he destroyed Dominic Cruz. And then the greatest card of all time, in my personal opinion, which was 217, when he got destroyed by TJ Dillashaw because he fought like a dumbass. Cody Garbrandt was gifted godlike fighting ability for 25 minutes, only those 25 minutes, and never again. He just went down ever since then. I got knocked out by Munoz. Dillashaw beat the crap out of by Rob Font. I love that fight. It was a really good one. Kai France killed him when he decided, I'm going to move down to flyweight. It's just bad. It's bad. Miles Johns, on the other hand, he hits freaking hard. He hits hard. Somehow, though, he never gets the finish despite how hard he gets. I think I said that his last fight against Silva. No, his last fight against Gibson, I said that. But yeah, he's got good wrestling as well, too. Garbrandt has opportunistic wrestling, but he doesn't do anything with it, and it's not good enough to beat a Miles Johns. He was getting taken down by Figueiredo. Yeah, Miles Johns, I think, is going to take this. I think Miles Johns' decision, but I could see him chinning Cody. He's been doing a better job of tucking his chin, to be honest with you. He has not been knocked out literally in 3 years, so the Cody no chin memes might be dead now, but Miles Johns can. I don't know, man. It's weird. Of all people, he's going to chin Cody Garbrandt when he just can't knock anybody out. But yeah, give me Miles Johns. I'm going to haphazardly take a decision, though. Miles Johns, you are going to be a big favorite. I guarantee you. Big favorite. Big favorite. Wow, only minus 148. Interesting. Plus 124 for Garbrandt. Yeah, don't bet that. And on to the main event of the evening. This is a headliner worthy of an Apex, especially Apex Vegas 100. Okay. Neil Magny going against Carlos Prates. Welterweight matchup. Neil Magny's going to be pushing 40. 29 years of age, 29 wins, 13 losses, 8 knockouts, 4 submissions, 6'3" in terms of height, orthodox stance, 80-inch reach advantage, a 2.15 takedown average, 58.94% significant strike accuracy, plus 450 underdog. He has significant wins over Mike Mallow. He failed the Magny Test. Phil Rowe, he failed the Magny Test. D-Rod, he failed the Magny Test. And Jeff Neal, how the hell did you fail the Magny Test? Carlos Prates is going to be 31 years of age, 20 wins, 6 losses, 15 knockouts, 3 submissions, 6'1" in terms of height, switch stance, 78-inch reach disadvantage, not a takedown to his name, 57.50 significant strike accuracy, plus 725 favorite, or minus 725 favorite. Significant wins over Ling Ji Liang, Charles Radke, and Trevin Giles. Definitely the better wins on Magny's end, but then again, he's been fighting life or death in the bottom 15 of the welterweight division for like 8 years now. Carlos Prates is taking the Magny Test, and I pray to dear Lord he succeeds. I pray he succeeds. I have respect for Magny. I have respect for how much of I made that one video like a year or two back when I called him a BMF for actually freaking fighting, and I still think that. But I do want him to stop beating exciting prospects. Well, not stop. He I wouldn't say Rowe was an exciting prospect, and he lost to Magny and Marias, which makes me happy. I'm still pissed off at Gary for purposely going decision with that one. But whatever the case is, Magny, my thing with him. Oh my god, excuse me. My thing with him is he doesn't put on that exciting fights. He has a very one-dimensional style, and there's such an easy way to beat him. Leg kicks. Gary, Malott, Marias, Rowe, Neal, all of them. Leg kick. Prates gets what he's got really good. He has really good leg kicks, really good low calf kicks. His main thing is his boxing, which is so crispy. He is so good at taking his time, especially when he hurts you. He does not rush, but he does finish. Look at his fight against the Leech. He hurt him 3 times. He's like, I'm not gonna rush. I could hurt you again. And I'm gonna hurt you again. And he kept doing it, and he was the first person to knock out the Leech, which is just insanity. If he doesn't get cocky, if he doesn't get stupid, there's no reason he shouldn't knock him out. There's no reason he should knock out a Neil Magny. And first and foremost, he's from Fighting Nerds. Fighting Nerds, these guys are insane. These guys are so good. This is one of the top gyms coming out. When did this start? When did the Fighting Nerds craze start? I really want to know. Was it Carl Bajallo who really started it? They're all just so good. Bruno Brazil, Caio Borralho, Ruffy, what was his name? Marcio Ruffy, Victor Lon or Leon Rodriguez. They've got some good guys, man. They have some good fighters, and they train with good fighters as well too. I really like the Fighting Nerds gym, and I think Carlos Prates is gonna push them forward. Definitely of them so far, I think I like Prates the best, because Caio Borralho, I've even said but in the past, he had some fights where I thought were not that exciting, to be honest with you. But Prates, all of his fights in UFC so far have just been, yes, great. I love it. I love it. So give me another KO. Let this man have 4 KOs. Let this man have 4 freaking KOs. That would be fantastic. But, yep, once again, this is going to be your boy Gomi. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please let me know how excited you are for Apex 100, baby. And bye-bye.